Building Relationships by Dr. MYLES Munroe. Hello everyone, if you're here, it means you like Dr. MYLES Munroe. Our job here is to share simple messages. Today, we are talking about his message on the topic, building relationships. Relationships are a very important part of the society. Everybody has a relationship of some sort with everyone around them. It could be family, friends, acquaintances, or even just mates. These relationships translate even right up the way people handle state matters. Everyone you know now was once a stranger to you. It took a level of building effort to get you and them to the point where you are. Relationships are like agriculture. If you nurture them, they grow to be sweet or bitter depending on the kind of effort you put in. If you don't nurture or feed them, they die. One of the most influential relationships in the society is that between a man and a woman. Families start from the union between a man and a woman. The better a family is, the more it'll give rise to good people who will not be a terror in the society. If you check well, you will discover that most criminals came from homes with problems. To get a good family, both parties of the relationship have to put in effort to make sure it grows as it should. The kingdom of God is built on principles. The more principles you know, the less you will suffer and the less you will prey on useless things. Relationships between a man and a woman can only be successful when both parties know the principles of this relationship. The relationship between male and female is one which God instituted. To get a good cake which you have seen in a cookery book, you have to follow the baker's instructions to the latter. If you try to do it your own way, then do not expect to get the same results as the baker. Follow the steps and the exact recipe of the baker to get his results. God made man in his own image. He made two types of men. A male model and a female model. He made different models so that they can meet different purposes. Toyota is a car-making company. They make cars for small family weights and others for transporting heavy goods. Every product is only important to its purpose. If you do not understand the purpose of a product, you will not know how to effectively use it. Different people have different purposes and therefore different ways of handling situations. Understanding this will help you know how to build the relationships between you and others around you. Two Toyota cars are not exactly the same. They must have differentiating factors at some points. Our relationships generally manifest the laws and lifestyle of our country and kingdom. As a kingdom citizen, your relationships have to reflect the God kind of life. What do you say to other people and what do you allow from them? The principles of heaven have to drive every occurrence in your life. The relationship principles of your life are supposed to be different from those of the worldly people. Use the standards of God as the building block of your relationships with people. Healthy relationships are built on truth. You shouldn't fake yourself or lie just to make an impression. Be true to yourself and to the other people around you. The truth is its own defense, but you always have to go out of your way keep up with or to back up the lies you have been telling. No one will kill you for telling and living the truth. It is no shame to reveal your true feelings and stature. If you don't like something, tell the other person so he or she can know your stand about that and adjust or walk away. It is okay to admit that you do not have a house or a car of your own. You do not have the expensive dresses. It is fine. Don't lie that you like something when you don't. Don't beg for someone else's clothes so you can make an impression. When building relationships, do them without compromising your own principles. There are things as a child of God you shouldn't permit or tolerate. As a lady, relationships between you and any man you are not married to should never be physically intimate. Do not permit a man to touch your breast or ass because you are not married to him. You shouldn't permit that. It is disrespectful and degrading. No matter what he says and how much he insults and mocks you thereon, do not give in or compromise your standards just to avoid insults which do not even take away anything from you. Kingdom people are gentle, not harsh and insultive. No matter how annoying someone is, you have to make sure you apply self-control and make your point gently. If you have a friend or you are in the company of someone who is cursing, do not stand there watching him and stay quiet because you don't want to hurt his feelings. You tell him without using harsh words that what he is doing is wrong and you cannot tolerate such words in your presence. If he doesn't stop, then you can leave. Don't stand there and compromise your standards. Every relationship has its own principles that work for it. What works for one might not work for another. That is why it is important to know and understand the purpose of every relationship so you can build it on solid ground. Never compromise your principles or God's principles just to keep a relationship. The both of you cannot agree on God as the center of a relationship, then it is not worth having or keeping. Thank you for watching. We hope you've been blessed by this video. If you felt encouraged, please share with others who might equally find it encouraging. And also subscribe for regular updates.